What you're looking at here is your handy, beloved C major chord, and I'm going to explain how to find the augmented chord starting with the major chord. This is a tool that I use. I mentioned this in the previous video. When I was in college studying theory, I would figure out what my major chord was, and then I'd be able to figure out the minor chord, the diminished chord, and in this case we're going to figure out the augmented chord just from starting with the major chord. So I didn't have to memorize every single chord completely right away. I could figure out what my minor, major, and all that stuff was going to be if I could just remember what my major chords were. So we have here the root, the major third, and the perfect fifth. Right, this is C, E, and G. And that's your major chord. So if we wanted to make a augmented chord, which is the new chord that we just learned, if we want to do an augmented chord, then we need a root, a major third, and a sharp 5. And remember, just the sharp 5 is where the augmented part of this comes from. And that just means you're moving the fifth up by 1/2 step. So this is going to be a G sharp instead of a G natural. And if we come over here, we find where our G is. Our G is right here. So this is simply just going to move right here. And if you remember, that is what our augmented chord looked like in the previous video. So now you have a C, E, G sharp, C, and then another E right there. And that is how you find the augmented chord if you know what your major chord is.